Hey guys, welcome back for another Mobility Monday, and we've got a lovely, nice, relaxing lying sequence for you today. So you want to be lying somewhere with a little bit of space around you, lying on your back, feet on the floor, and we're going to start just by connecting to our breath. So lying on our backs, thinking about some nice deep breaths. Each time we breathe in, feeling that belly rise up. As we breathe out, coming back down again. Breathing in, trying to fill the belly. So you might feel you're just breathing into your chest. If that's the case, carry on with that breath coming all the way down into the chest, down, 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 down to the diaphragm. The diaphragm expands out into the belly fills, and then the belly comes back down as you breathe out. A few more, breathing in, filling the belly, breathing out. And then as we breathe out, trying to change our focus or move our focus on just to relaxing. So each time you breathe out, trying to think about just relaxing down into the ground, leaving behind the stress wherever you're holding it. Nice long sigh out. You might want to open your mouth and almost do a little audible sigh out. And just feeling yourself letting go of that tension. Keeping that focus on staying nice and relaxed. Take your left leg out long. Bring your right knee in towards your chest, holding it with both hands, and just start to circle it around. Doesn't matter which direction. You're bringing it in towards you, out to the side, and away. Going for about 3 circles in one direction. And then just change the direction. 3 circles in the other direction. Take the right knee into the right hand, put the left hand on top of the left hip, and take the right knee down to your right side. It's not going to come all the way to the side. You want to use that hand on the left hip to keep your hips facing up towards the ceiling rather than rolling with the knee. And we're just opening out that right knee to the side, feeling a gentle stretch into the inside of the right groin. One more breath here. Pass the left knee over into the left hand now. Take it over to the left side, bringing it down, doesn't have to come down to the floor, but over to the left side. Your right arm is out to the right to counterbalance you. Turn to the right, and you're hopefully feeling a gentle stretch, maybe through the lower back, maybe through the outside of the right glute. Don't worry if you're not feeling it where I am. Try tweaking your position, but if there's nothing to stretch, then that is not a problem. Bring that left knee all the way down over onto the ground now. And then with that left knee to the ground, take your left arm out in front of you. Take your right arm up to the ceiling and then down to the floor behind you. So I'm keeping facing my hips, my chest to the left as my right arm just drops down behind me. So I'm getting a gentle stretch into the front of the right shoulder, the right chest. A few more breaths here. Using my breath just to let that hand drop down. My breath and gravity. Using the breath to help you relax. Not trying to force it. Each time you breathe out, trying to let go of the tension and feel that arm just drop down a little bit more. Take the arm back to the front, and now we're going to go into some circles. I'm just going to make sure I don't knock anything over. So into some circles, take the left hand up above the head, rolling with the body this time, so my chest is up to the ceiling as the hand's above my head, rolling back to behind me, making that full circle. We're aiming for our fingers to be down to the ground and our arm to be straight the whole way round, but don't worry if you can't. Work with where you're at, but note that if you can't do that full circle now, something you want to work on, trying to build up that full range of motion, but please don't force it. If you're getting any clicking, any crunching, just reduce that range of motion, go to where it feels more comfortable. You can pause, breathe to where it feels tightest, using that breath to help you just elongate, relax the muscle. Follow round. Rolling back onto your back again. Take the right knee back in towards the chest, hands behind the thigh. Take the foot up towards the ceiling and just getting a gentle stretch into the hamstring. Holding it for a few breaths here. Don't worry if you feel that foot quivering, that's just the quad muscle and the hamstring muscle kind of having a little fight between each other for dominance. Foot back down, swap over onto the other side, same on the other side. You can take that knee up towards the ceiling if you want, if it feels too tight to have the leg down straight. Holding it for a few breaths here. And then we're going to do all of that on our left side. So bringing the left knee in into your both hands, making a few circles. It doesn't matter which direction. Swapping direction now. If it feels pinchy, if it feels uncomfortable, reduce that range of motion. Work for what feels right for you. This should all be about building range of motion, but building ease into those joints, not forcing anything. Take the left knee into the left hand, take it away from the body, put your right hand onto the right hip just to give that gentle pressure so you don't roll with the leg coming out to the side. Instead, the hips stay facing up towards the ceiling, you're opening that left knee out away from the body. One more breath here. Pass the left knee into the right hand, bring it across the body down towards the floor on the right side. Left hand out on the left, turn and face to the left. And then carry on all the way over onto your left there. Right arm out in front of you. Left hand comes up towards the ceiling and then down to the floor behind you. And you're using gravity in your breath to help relax that hand down towards the ground. So a few breaths here. Each time you breathe out, just helping that arm drop down. Again, not trying to force it, keeping the hips facing forward so we're getting a gentle stretch at the front of the shoulder there. Making a mental note to myself that I'm tighter on this side, just to do a bit more work on this side. Then into those circles, so hands back together, take the hand up above the head, roll with it as the hand comes back, so chest and eyes follow the hand. A few circles all the way through. Last one. Onto your back into a glute stretch, so crossing your right foot over onto your left thigh, bringing the left thigh in towards the body, holding it here for a few breaths. Keeping the foot crossed onto the thigh, drop both knees down to your left side now. Left hand on top of the top knee, right arm out to the side. And this one, you still probably feel it into that side glute, but you might feel it into the lower back a little bit as well. Again, if you don't feel it, that's not a problem. You've got that space there. Just enjoy that space and focus on some nice relaxed breaths. Swapping over onto the other side now. So left foot onto right thigh, hands in behind the right thigh. Trying to relax that neck down, so dropping the shoulders down towards the floor rather than being tensed up. You can gently move the hip side to side, moving around where you feel that stretch, or circle the knee. We're not doing a full-on stretch here. If we were doing a full-on stretch, we'd want to hold it a lot longer, just building up the mobility around the joint there, and then keeping the foot crossed onto the thigh. Drop both knees down to your right side, right hand on top of the top knee, left arm out to the left and turn to your left, and then just a few breaths there. Lovely. We are done. Well done, guys. I hope that helped to get some tight bits moving and loosened up, helped to just drop down the stress and level. I look forward to seeing you back next week. Don't forget, you can carry on doing this all through the week, add it into any other workouts you do it before or after you're running, anything else, or just as a nice sequence before you go to bed, maybe to relax your system before you go to bed. Lovely. I'll see you soon. Take care.